Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's not 21. I think he's like 19 or 20.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now, oftentimes we do.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Apparently, Clavicular ruined his career ruined his life for some content. He did some other shit. Remember, we had reacted to him, you know, running over somebody and shit. And apparently, he did some wild shit. This video is by ODZ, man. Let's check it out.
Oh.
The fuck this nigga got into now, man? Oh, shit.
Chilling, bro. And I got thousands of niggas gotta come down.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kids.
Yeah, we reacted.
Fuck that bitch ass.
We reacted to this shit too. This nigga right here, bro. He walking around wearing like a hat that said, you know, the N-word on the back. That shit crazy.
Call me a nigga hoe. On my mama.
All right, brother.
Call me a hoe,
say
nigga.
what you have to say.
Talking about my
Oh,
kids,
wow.
Go ahead, man.
When you say black people,
Go
bitch
ahead,
ass
man.
nigga, you scared now, but go get internet.
Oh, wow.
It's
It's not looking good.
Everything was done properly.
Not looking good at all.
This guy's fucking
That's what he fucking gets. That's what he fucking gets. He did some other dumbass shit. We about to find out what he did, man.
Oh, wow, they know who he is. Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was just bone smashing.
Excessive drug usage.
I'm not ripping back.
If that doesn't look like a mental disorder, this nigga literally run around hitting himself with a fucking hammer in his face, bro.
My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any coke. I'll just take.
Does meth to keep his leanness. It's not
And
normal.
just blatant ignorance. These are all the things that Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe
Shout out to
button. It goes
ODZ,
a
man. Shout out to
long,
ODZ.
long way. Every subscriber gained is me combating being mogged to death. Trust me, I need it bad. Now, back into the video.
Like, nigga, I got expelled from college, like, not too long ago. I thought it was fucked. It was brutal. But, like, the social media has, like, made it possible for me to actually be myself and, you know, shoot up roids, fucking, be crazy, looks max.
A couple months ago,
Mind you, you have been expelled from college and have no money. Without kick is because you're a racist. Like, you could be a content creator and make good content. You're a racist. You do dumb shit. You tell kids that, oh, I hit my face with a hammer. I do meth to get this attractive. You're not directly telling them to do it, but you're literally indirectly, because you're saying, this is what I did. Obviously, you're not ugly, so people are going to take that advice that are not smart, or kids that are impressionable, and of course do other dumb, you know what I'm saying, gonna do that shit, which is very harmful. It's like literally saying, like not directly saying take steroids, but I got this buff, I got this ripped, and I did steroids. But you didn't say do it, but you indirectly, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna put 2 and 2 together. I want to get like him, let me do it. But you're not directly telling them, so you don't think it's on you. Like,
Shoot up roids, fucking, be crazy, looks max.
a couple months ago on this channel, I at least attempted to, before the video got shaken up by YouTube's algorithm, talk about this trend that's been going on social media for years now. This trend where these new influencers, these new content creators come on, say the most outrageous things, do the most outrageous stunts.
Give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. Is Palestine gonna help me mog or what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think so. I don't care about anything that doesn't directly correlate with me mogging.
And it's like another level of rage baiting. It's ignorant baiting. It's these stupid people who just go over the top in order to get some sort of attention. And I wanted to talk about how it ultimately backfires. But seeing Clavicular around all these other content creators and streamers in the past month or so, he's like that creature from that Alien movie where they get the worst enemy, mix it with the second worst enemy. They do some sort of creation in a lab, and this monstrosity spews out. The problem with content creators like this is that they're not actually creating anything. No real opinions, no creativity, nothing substantive as to what they're actually doing. Their virality and fame is based off of doing the most insane things in the world. And this isn't just insane by our standards. These are insane by even the most insane people's standards. One of the creators of these trends, Myron, even had to let his disciple Clavicular know, like, this is stupid what you're doing. And he doesn't agree with the concept.
I'm doing a double jaw surgery, which is a massively invasive, osteotomy. Do you think that that's over the top?
This nigga is so insecure. Like, that's insecurity. It's one thing to want to self-improve, but when you're just out here, when you're breaking your jaw, you're doing meth, you're trying to get double jaw. So he's like insecure in how he looks. So he's like, he probably got like body dysmorphia, like all types of shit, to where he thinks that he's not enough, so he has to do all these things. You know, it's crazy.
Do you think that that's too far?
For me, it would be too far, right?
Yes,
I wouldn't
bro.
do it.
In the last video that I talked
You don't
about
need to
this,
get no surgery unless your jaw is actually fucked up or like some severely like disfigured or some shit.
highlight the
be
fact
happy
that
with
you
your
don't
face,
become content to
You're
be
insecure.
created because people are fond of you. Honestly, you become the moment, the spotlight, the highlight of the month, week, year, whatever the case may be. And that highlight illuminates a train wreck. The reason why people are having Clavicular on their platforms is because he's crashing in real time. Why? Because half of the things he does is illegal. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Well, he got what?
Forgery involving possession, arrested and been charged because half of the things he does is illegal. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's not 21. I think it's like 19 or 20.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now, oftentimes we do think that these things are staged and fake, but no, Clavicular has to make sure that these charges are real. And he has to make sure that everything he does is captured. Now, from what we can see, this is a serious case. When his friend live streamed at the police station, it appears that Clavicular is not allowed to leave the state of Arizona until this whole case is situated.
He can't return to the scene of the offense. He can't possess any weapons, any drugs without a valid prescription. He also cannot leave the state of Arizona. That's the big one. If he leaves the state of Arizona, he is going to catch more charges, going to be revoked on release, okay?
But for whatever reason with these train wreck ass creators, they cannot shut the cameras off. Clavicular even tells his friends to continuously go live, not just because he's galvanizing the support of, like, you know, a bunch of other loser friends, but because he wants you, the audience, to see the train wreck in real time. Now, since then, he has been released from jail on a $25,000 bond, awaiting any sort of further thing to happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people surrounding him with friends to go live, not just the audience awaiting any sort
Getting a $25,000 bond and 2 felony charges for being inside of a bar is insane. Straight up political persecution.
a further thing to happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people surrounding him with the best support that he can from a legal aspect, but they're also trying to reach him on a humanistic level. Aiden Ross apparently reached out to Clavicular saying that, you know, we're gonna get you the best lawyers and stuff like that to take care of this legal situation. But also, we don't want you to die because what you're doing is a path of self-destruction.
They're trying to make an example out of him. That's why they're saying he has to go to court in 2-3 weeks. So let me explain to you guys what the fuck I did. I called Clav, bring him the best lawyers. Everybody, she's good. But Clav, I'm gonna make sure that, like, I want you to get the health you deserve. Bro, nobody deserves to die at a young age. I just care. I want him to just, you know, be in a good spot.
I think it's a bad look when the other self-destructive content creators are telling you that you are being so self-destructive that they can't even attach themselves to you. Like, they're actively seeking out help for you and they're not even helping themselves. I think that's a crazy concept. So I think that everybody knows at this point.
People in denial. They don't even know. Aiden doesn't know.
Clavicular means that there is going to be fire that follows. And not fire in a good way, fire in a bad way. His name is now ringing bells in people's ears because I think that a lot of people saw what happened in the early portion of the 2020s with these over-the-top, exaggerated, self-destructive content creators. And whether you agree with me or not, but just listen as I name some of these names: Andrew Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels, Myron, Walter, hell, Sneak Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels.
Bro.
Myron, Walter, hell, Sneeko, Aiden Ross.
Like, honestly, can you take advice? Could you take advice?
I name some of these names: Andrew Tate,
Hold
Jack
on.
Doherty, Neon, Kevin.
Could you take advice from somebody that dresses like this, bro? Like, I'm almost starting to think Kevin Samuels is gay, bro. Dead ass. Like, not even on no, like, respect to the LGBT community. I'm just pointing out what he might have been. No offense to y'all.
Samuel.
That's a little zesty ass fucking close to where, bro.
Myron, Walter, hell, Sneeko, Aiden Ross, Rolo Tomasi, Ed Matthews. A lot of these people make up like that red pill manosphere side of the internet. Some of them, like Nick Fuentes, who I didn't mention, are anti-Semitic and have a bunch of racial stuff going on. But for what it's worth, all of them have negative connotations towards their name, even if you may not feel that way. I know the Kevin Samuels defenders are going to be in my comment section. What that means is that organizations, structures, groups, whatever, jobs, businesses are hyper vigilant of anybody and everybody that is featured on these people's streams. And that would exist 10 times for the people going forward that end up on people like Clavicular streams. So it's no surprise to me that a group of Arizona State University students got packed up from their sorority based off of being on his stream.
They got dropped.
Wait.
Every girl that was in the video, they got dropped. Like their sorority, like president dropped them.
With the coke?
And they have drinks in they can't have drinks in any picture. They have to be like perfect.
How many people in the
Roughly probably like 15.
15? Wait, so they're kicked out of the frat?
Yeah, so they're girls.
Saying the N-word on stream. Yeah, dude, the bitch who said that is retarded. How did Clav single-handedly ruin ASU Greek life? How did I ruin it? It was your fault. You guys did retarded shit. You guys were holding cocaine up to a fucking live stream camera.
Now, these consumers of this content have their own responsibilities as far as what they do with their actions after the fact. Like if you listen to some red pill dating advice and then took it verbatim, like those memes where the guy is like, I'm a high value man, and you took that into real life and it did not work for you, then, you know, sucks to suck on you. Like that's totally your fault. I have no sympathy for those young women saying the N-word on live stream, flashing bags of cocaine at the camera, and then ultimately getting banned from their sorority. I'm surprised they haven't been kicked out of fucking school. But that does not mean that the creator themselves doesn't have some sort of blame in the situation. These people consuming your content are chasing the same 15 minutes of fame that you are, and you're out here promoting degeneracy.
My top drugs are meth, ketamine, Adderall, steroids, peptides. I do it all. I do it all.
You're like
that shit is insane.
I do TikTok and like.
No. I seen your clips before. You were with Kai Sinai, right?
No. You know I'm not with Kai, but it's nice to meet you, man.
Oh, nice to meet you too, bro. Yeah, my bad. I'm tripping balls on ketamine right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
And so while I would like to put 100% of the blame on the people who are actually doing the actions, I can't help but to remind influencers that the word influencer means that you are influential and you are influencing people to do certain things. You gotta have a little bit more responsibility with your voice and your power. Otherwise, you'll have fans running up to you saying things like, I don't know, I got inspired to do coke because of you.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome. I love you so much.
Take care.
I dead up going to coke because of you, bro. You're so cool.
Bro.
I have a bag on me, bro. Let's rip it. Let's rip it, bro.
See?
That's the funny thing. I don't even do cocaine.
Notice how hard he
you don't do
Max
cocaine
right
now?
there? That's the thing about Clavicular. I know he's chasing the fame and doesn't really represent these things or actually mean these things. I would be honestly surprised if he was even on drugs. Every time a fan has come up to him and expressed some sort of similar sentiments that he has expressed on stream, he honestly looks taken aback. There was an incident where he was taking pictures of some fans inside of some sort of gift shop. And when the rabbit had the gun on him, he seemed to be perturbed.
You think we can take a stream photo?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I bet. On the count of 3. Nigga, hell. 3, 2, 1. Nigga, hell.
Oh my god.
Love you, Cloud.
Bro, that's so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me catch him, bro. Say that shit in my face, man.
Now, the unspoken part about these self-destructive streamers is that there is some sort of pushback from communities that don't fuck with what they have to say. And these people can range vastly. Clavicular got the worst of it when he was out on the strip and ultimately got pressed for saying the N-word.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kid. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga, ho. You scared now, but gonna get in there.
Pressed.
Oh, yeah.
Keep selling
reacted to that.
Keep selling candy.
And I found it interesting how he played this situation, which kind of lets me
that at
know
the end
that
of the
he's
video
not
too,
about
so y'all
this
can
life.
check that
Every
out if y'all
time
not up
that
to
I
date.
see Clavicular get into some sort of real mess, some sort of situation, he kind of tuck tails and hides behind security, or hides behind the fact that he actually doesn't like this stuff. And it's not just onlookers. His own family has criticisms about how he handles these different situations or the life that he's looking to live.
My dad said full-blown drug addict, sad. My dad said that. Oh, Dad, I'm making money. What the fuck do you want me to do? Next stream we'll give
shit to the homeless or something. Look at what my mom sent me. She said, you look better here. She said I descended. You look good back then.
Yeah,
you can pull it together.
You look good with Lauren too, bro. Come on, what we doing?
My mom said, you're doing well with the looks max stuff, but you're losing credibility as your looks fade away. Refocus on that and maybe you'll get more respect and followers. Maybe you need rehab. Get help.
I think there's
and his friends are just laughing. Like, he really do need that. And his friends are just laughing. But they will be nowhere to be found when this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? When he falls off or declines or something bad happens to him, nowhere to be found. Like, they just with him because he got clout and fame right now. That shit is sad, bro. That shit is sad.
Clearly,
bro.
It looks like he's affected by these things.
And
in any other situation, we wouldn't give a known drug addict on camera any sort of sympathy or even airtime for that matter. And this may be the only time that I ever do this, but Clavicular looks lost. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't know how to get out. And it doesn't make it any better because the people surrounding him don't give a fuck about him either, and that's clear. The woman sitting next to him as his dad texted him.
People always talk about it. I think this is a prime example of when you blow up too fast. Like, he blew off of one thing, it worked, but it was too, like, he never built up a persona. He just blew up off of this looks smashing dude, said some crazy takes, you know what I'm saying, to blow up. But then now it's like, how do you maintain that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like he has to go down this route because he didn't build it through authenticity. You know, when you blow up saying crazy shit, you got to keep saying crazy shit or nobody's going to give a fuck. So I think that's like the perfect, like not perfect, but that's like an example of people that blow up too fast off of some crazy ass shit. And then it's like they have to keep up this image. But it self-destructs, you know, because you're hurting yourself in real life. That's why he looks lost. That's why when fans come up to him saying, yeah, man, I did coke because of you. Anybody with logic knows or common sense knows, like, that's not good. Like, you literally caused somebody to get on coke. We all know what coke does to people, man. So I feel like that's my take on that shit right there.
Don't say that. What do you mean don't say that? That's a real thing. That's a real emotion that's happening in real time. Why do I have to hide that? And then his buddy in the car is discouraging his mother's advice to him, saying that he looks like he's changed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Clavicular literally looks like he's been changing. He's taking this looks maxing thing to a whole different level and is even dabbling with more drugs and now cosmetic surgeries to get it done. People are claiming that he's literally withering away.
It's really funny how Clavicular is shocked that his fan base is full of a bunch of losers and cringy people, because I just saw an interaction between him and some of his fans, and his fans came up to him saying like all this racist stuff to the camera or whatever. And Clav was getting annoyed. He was like, bro, you're so cringy, like stop saying that. And it's like, dude, who do you think your fans are? This is what you built. And it's also funny because I know for a fact Clavicular would describe those two guys using every name under the sun to say how ugly they are.
So the streets say that Clavicular has been withering away. Apparently, like, he's responded to the withering allegations, and he's like,
what kind of name is that? What does that even mean? Clavicular. How did he come up with that? That's interesting.
But basically what other people are saying is he's taken so many substances,
I don't know what the fuck that
so
even sounds
consistently
like,
that it's, you know, it's doing it to him.
I knew Clavicular was done when he was in the gym with somebody just yapping. This is when I knew he was a kid. He talking about, I've taken 20 milligrams of ratatouille. Now they talking about he falling apart. Yeah, bro, he putting all kinds of chemicals in his butt.
And they're like, oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. What's interesting about that concept to me is, like, as a looks maxer, wouldn't longevity be part of the things you look for? Like, wouldn't it, like, oh, if I do this substance now, like, it would make me look a certain way now, but later it might blah blah blah.
The reality is that Clavicular is in for a rude awakening. His reputation is catching up to him. He's beginning to realize that his actions do have real world consequences, and the only thing that he can fill these different voids in his life with are more drugs and more insane content. In the last clip, the guy was trying to figure out how this happened so fast, but I think oftentimes because stuff is sensationalized on the internet and we're desensitized to different concepts, all the people that were doing the outrageous content and self-destructive content for the past couple of years, we know for a fact that this stuff is detrimental to people's lives. So no wonder why the pinnacle of all of these content creators, the culmination of all these content creators, the literal spawn of every commentary channel's, you know, videos over the past couple of years has come into form. And no wonder he's like self-destructing. No wonder this is happening to this guy. He's the next evolution of a train wreck. He's like a speed train using nitrous, literally, the chemical. Get some help, buddy.
Yeah,
and for the love of God, stop putting this brother on my TL.
Man, I feel like, bro, he gonna crash so hard. Like, that dude who was laughing at him, I mean, not laughing at him, laughing with him. The dude that was, I guess they were on like some type of bus or some shit, was laughing. He not gonna be there when that dude crashes. He's gonna crash hard. It's gonna be bad. Like, he's gonna start, I think his looks are gonna start going down because all the, like, that shit fucks you up. And he's gonna crash hard, man. I'm not trying to pray on his downfall, but that's what's gonna happen. Like, we all see it. Like he said, we've seen it in the past with other people you know what I'm saying, doing, you know, crazy shit like that. So they say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And for him, not in terms of weight, but in terms of he's grown to be this big streamer and stuff, but it's all gonna come at a detriment. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed that video, man, you know, like I said, I'm gonna drop, you know, the previous clavicular incidents at the end of the video. But if y'all like that video, man, please subscribe, like, and comment, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'm out.
Let him go.
No.